Hi everyone, Reese's Trains, I hope you're all doing well, and today we're going to do a fun challenge. It involves Turbostars and we're going to try and get across the country riding Turbostars only. Trains include the 168, the 170, the 171 and the Class 172. And the operators we're going to hopefully be going on are Southern, Chiltern Railways, West Midlands Railways, CrossCountry, East Midlands Railway and Northern. It's going to be really good. I'm just going to quickly get a snack from a nearby Sainsbury's and we'll get into the station. The train's due in 10 minutes, but this is all subject to if we're not delayed, if we're not held up by anything, and I don't miss connections, it's the only way we can do it. So I have got specific units and it's the only way we can do it. So if you're ready, let's hit the road, let's get started straight away. Got the Croydon trams here and let's head straight into the station because we don't have a lot of time. Check the departure board and the train is formed of 3 carriages, so it is a 3 carriage Turbostar. So apparently we're going to be getting a Class 171, so I've never been on a 171 before today, so we'll try these out and I'll see what I think to these trains. Hopefully they'll be like any Turbostar I've been on. Here's my Turbostar, it's 171801. Oh, it is pretty busy. Okay, there's quite a few people getting off, so let's get on board and have a look. As you expect for any Turbostar, very nice interior. Here's the seat, this is what we're going to sit on. Very nice. Okay, so I'm on board my first ever 171, actually my second 171, because on the way here I did take this train from London Bridge to here, so this is a direct service to London Bridge non-stop, but the interior is very nice. It is a newer Turbostar with the side PIS and the interior in general, so let's go for a ride and see what these are like. So just a quick overview, our journey today will start down south in East Croydon, South London, and this will be a direct route to London Bridge only, not stopping at any stations, straight up to London Bridge. Here we go. So I'm currently in a airplane seat. You've got table seats as well. It's more styled like out on the older ScotRail 170s, but you've got tables here, got some little storage areas. The window alignment is mostly fine. And as it's a newer model, it's got these side PIS screens, which I'm a fan of. And the thing that I like the most is the PIS is pretty much, or is original to the Turbostars, which I keep going on about and miss with Northerns. And you can see down the carriage, they've got the newer doors, which tells you it's a new model anyway.
At London Bridge where this train terminates. All change, please. All change. Have a look around before leaving the train to make sure that you take all possible positions. Please do have a lovely day.
London Bridge. Right, let's come off this 171. Very good trains, I do like them. I think the difference is with these, they've got the different coupler. So that's the difference, that's why it's not called a 170, it's a 171. Now, you guys are going to think I'm mental. You're going to be saying to me, how on earth am I going to get another Turbostar to get towards further up the country? Well, the answer is you can't, but this is where the underground comes into force. So we need to take the Jubilee line to get to London Marylebone. So let's go, we don't have a lot of time. So just a quick look at London Bridge. It's got 9 platforms, it's a pretty big station. It's managed by Network Rail and you've got services such as Southern, South Eastern and Thameslink, that call there. Also, I'm walking right across and right underneath the UK's tallest building, the Shard here in London. I have been up the Shard in the past, you get some great views. But now, however, let's get over to London Marylebone. Unfortunately, I took a wrong turn and nearly missed my train. Okay, so this is the train we're getting, the 1336 to Birmingham Snow Hill. This is 168111, we're going to board. Right, so just a quick overview. This route is going to take us from London Marylebone railway station up to Birmingham Snow Hill via Banbury, Bicester, Leamington Spa, all the way up to Birmingham Snow Hill. Set to arrive at 15:37. So what happened is, my sat-nav took me down a wrong route. As a result, I was like 22 minutes away from the station and literally very almost missed this service, and that would have thrown my plans off course, but I had to run it really quick. And I think as you can tell, I'm out of breath, but I'm on the train now, made it with a bit of luck, and let's take this train to Birmingham where I can hopefully relax a little bit now. So while we're on the move, let's have a look at the 168 seat. So you've got a fold down seat, you've got a plug socket, the interior is really nice as of any Turbostar, and it's also got the overhead luggage racks. This is an older model as well, as it doesn't have the side screens, it also has the older lights on the outside. The texture of the seats though are really nice and they're really comfortable to sit in. After Leamington Spa, I jumped on a table seat to see what one was like. I've got to say, I love these folding tables, really cool. Unfortunately, at this point, we ran into problems. A fault has caused the train to emergency stop, and this is worrying because if we're going to be held here a while, I could miss connections and it could ruin my whole plan. We are back on the move, but unfortunately 12 minutes behind schedule, which means I'm going to arrive into Birmingham Snow Hill probably behind time. But we are going to miss the train by 1 minute probably, so might have to get the 4 o'clock. Thankfully my ticket's any time, so I don't need to worry about it too much. And here's Birmingham Snow Hill. All because of a fault on this train, I've missed the 1546 train, so instead the next train we're getting is the 1601 West Midlands Railway service to get me to Rowley Regis. We've got time, not to panic, so it's every 15 minutes, so it's okay. Had there been no service at 1601, I would have had no time to ride the class 172, so I'm lucky. Okay, we've got 172-208 without the gangway connector. That one's 2 carriages, and we are getting in the 3 carriage one. Forgot the unit number. We'll board it anyway and have a look at it. Doors are going right down. Okay, first ever 172. I do like the interior, although the seats are not as comfortable as other Turbostars, but the interior is still nice. I've noticed one difference with these screens down the carriage is a bit more digital, even though, let's put it this way, to be honest, I prefer the dot matrix ones, but still very nice inside, so Just had to try and find a seat where I could with the train being really busy, but so yeah, we'll go for a little ride out to Raleigh Regis and we'll see what my thoughts are on this train. Okay, it's only a 16-minute ride on this train to Raleigh Regis, calling at Jewellery Quarter, the Hawthorne, Smethwick Gorton Bridge and Lanley Green on the way to Raleigh Regis. We leave Birmingham Snow Hill a minute behind schedule, and I've noticed the engine sounds like the diesel CAF Civities. Let's have a look around, and unfortunately there are no tables behind the seats. The interior is nice, you've got overhead loaded racks, and while I like the PIS on this train, I still prefer the orange ones. Another disappointment with this train, there are no armrests, which is so annoying. Ooh. Okay, it was 172334. Wasn't sure what the unit was at first. That's going for Worcester Foregate Street, I think. There it goes. Okay, so it looks like this area is a built-up industrial estate, I think. Right, so here I am at Raleigh Regis Station, and while we're here, let's have a look at the station, because why not? So, there are two platforms. You've got the older information screens. You've got a shelter here between the two platforms, really useful. You've got ticket machines, some seats, all the things you get in the station. West Midlands Railway call here, and I believe it is managed by West Midlands Railway. Okay, I'm only going to spend a short amount of time here because the next service I'm getting is the 1631 West Midlands Railway service to Stratford-on-Avon, but I'm going to be getting off at Birmingham Snow Hill so I can get to Birmingham New Street, getting ready for my next train. Okay, here come our units. We have 172 219, which is the 2 carriage, and 172 332 being the 3 carriage, but we are going to get in the 3 carriage.
Welcome to this service for Stratford-upon-Avon.
Well, it's not that busy actually. Well, I will say this unit is definitely quieter than the one I just came down on. As I said, I chose the 3 carriage because I definitely prefer the 3 carriage Turbostar over the 2 carriages, to be fair, but yeah, I've gone through the train already, but let's go back to Birmingham and we'll go from there.
Welcome to this service for Stratford-upon-Avon.
Right, so I'm just coming out of Snow Hill Station, and flipping heck, that was a good ride. I like the 172s, although they're probably not my favourite of the Turbostar family, but anyway, now I think it's time for me to quickly get something to eat from a nearby shop, and then we'll go to Birmingham New Street where we'll get the 1712 cross-country service to Nottingham. Nice little walkway. Oh, this is a very interesting station, it's Birmingham New Street. It's big, it's very interesting. We're waiting on the 1712 cross-country service to Nottingham. We had the guy. It is a busy station, flipping heck. Okay, 1712, platform 12. Okay, so here's our train. It is 170 102. Let's get on board. Okay, with a bit of luck, we got a cross-country Turbostar. At least it's not, massively rammed, although it's getting busy as more people are getting on. So we'll just have to try and film it the best we can, as I said. It will get busy. I will be surprised if it gets overly busy as well, so we'll see. Right, so a quick look at the route for this leg of the journey. We start at Birmingham New Street, heading up to Nottingham. calling at Tamworth, Burton-on-Trent, Derby, Long Eaton, Beeston, and then terminating at Nottingham at 6:24 p.m. From this point forward, we can't be delayed as there are only 20-minute changeovers all the way now till the end of the video. And unfortunately, this cross-country service has now been delayed. The longer we were sat here, the more I was now starting to get worried. It could scupper my plans. And we leave Birmingham New Street 9 minutes late. Right, so let's have a quick look at this cross-country Turbostar interior. So you've got a wider table behind the seats. You've got the original PIS, which I prefer, the newer-ish interior. You've got overhead luggage racks. And unfortunately, this Turbostar doesn't come with plug sockets, which was an inconvenience because I needed to charge my phone. On the plus side, we're pulling into Derby, which is where the Turbostar was born, and I happen to be on one. As the train was getting quiet, I knew it was going to reverse. I decided to switch seats, so I was forward facing, pulling out of Derby. Thankfully, we're pulling out of Derby now only 3 minutes behind schedule. We made up some time. Nottingham. Right, so I have made it to Nottingham. So I'm using Nottingham Station to change trains because we've got another train coming in, which is the 1846 East Midlands Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street, which is going to take me to Sheffield. My phone is low on charge, so fingers crossed I can actually charge it. Okay, the train is running due to lightning damaging the signalling system, so it's running 6 minutes late. Got Turbostars, but it's busy. Delayed due to lightning damaging the signalling system. And here comes our Turbostar, 7 minutes late. 17417, it's a former ScotRail one. Right, let's get on board. Oh, it's not too busy actually. Right, so a quick look at this leg of the journey then. So we are heading up to Sheffield, calling it Ilkeston, Alfreton, Chesterfield, and then getting off at Sheffield, due to arrive at 7:38 p.m. Okay, so I'm now on the 1846 delayed, but we're going to take this unit to Sheffield, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get the northern service, and then we've done all the we've done all Turbostars from London all the way up. This is just sick. But hey, let's just sit back now, enjoy the ride. But I've noticed with this particular unit, the lights in here very much remind me of 174, 76 and 425 with the dimmer lights, so I do kind of like this interior. Right, so let's have a look at the interior of this Turbostar. You've got a fold down table seat, you've got some table seats throughout the carriage. The seats here, former ScotRail, really nice and comfortable. The train's got the original PIS, which I approve of, overhead luggage racks, and a nice interior overall despite being an older model, and unfortunately no plug sockets, which is annoying. Right, that was fun. So, next train we're going to get is the 1957 Northern service to Hull. Another Turbostar, so let's go. Next train, 17456. Let's board straight away. I need to charge my phone. Right, so the last leg of this Turbostar run will involve a top speed run on a Northern service up through the East Coast Main Line before we get off towards Selby. Right, so this last leg of the journey will take us from Sheffield through Meadowhall, Doncaster, and then straight up to Selby on a part of the East Coast Main Line. Scheduled to arrive at 8:41. Thankfully, I was able to charge a phone on this service, and we left Sheffield on time at 19:57. As we're leaving Meadowhall, I will point out I do prefer the interior layout of Northern's Turbostars. The only downside I will say is they've replaced the PIS screens, which I much prefer the older ones, which is a shame to be honest. And now we're pulling into Doncaster. Been here many times. Normally services going towards Hull will go via Gould, but this service, a couple of services a day, do go via Selby instead of going via Gould towards Hull that way, so a little different there.
Come aboard this Northern Service to Hull. The next station stop is Selby.
Here we go. Right, we're just clearing away. Let's go. Okay, we're at 65. We are shifting here. There's 70. $80. 90. Come on, train, a little bit more. 95. 100. After a full day of riding Turbostars, we finally make it into Selby. There we go. It has been a fun but tense day, but we did it! All Turbostars and all routes to get me back to North Yorkshire on a Turbostar. Oh, what a fantastic day, and here we are in Selby. What started all the way down in London ends here in Selby Station. Oh, feeling good after all that. That's just amazing. I didn't think that would be possible, but I think I've just proved today it is possible. Gone through Selby Station before, so I don't need to go over it again, but there's 3 platforms here, and you got Northern, Transport Express, Hull Trains, and LNER that call here. Ah, what a day it's been. Despite some delays and risks of missing connections, it's still been worth it. It's been really enjoyable. And I've been able to ride all the Turbostar variants, all the 3 carriages, and all the, I think, all the companies that have them, you know, between London and Yorkshire. So that's a bonus. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so glad I did it. But yeah, there we go. I think I'm going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks very much for watching. If you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, all the usual stuff. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.